Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Sagittarius and take a look at this July 13th supermoon in the sign of Capricorn. This moon is all about ambition and long-term goals, but specifically for you, Sag, this is in your second house of money, work, and security. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so what do we have here? We have Cancer showing up twice and Pisces energy, Sag. So you may be dealing with other people in your life that have these placements. You may have these additional placements in your chart, or you're just dealing with the energies here. Right away, we have take a breather. Take a breather with this Cancerian energy here for you, Sagittarius. Some of you are on the cusp as well of Capricorn. They just wanted me to say that here. But you may need to take a break from work for some of you, or overthinking your financial security. Take a breather so you can use your creativity and your revitalization, your renewal, for you to be able to move forward and continue creating the wealth and the money that you want for yourself. For others of you, you are physically or mentally exhausted. So taking a breather is going to be very important for you around this July 13th, depending on your location, Capricorn supermoon. Next, we have honor your feelings. Some of you may be employed by someone else. Perhaps you are self-employed. Perhaps you're trying to climb the ladder here. And this is about you honoring your feelings of financial security, security in general, whether that's personal, professional, financial. But I'm just sensing here that a lot of you have a lot of those strong emotions coming up, especially as we navigate through Cancer season into Leo season here. I feel like I feel Pisces for you, with you being that water energy here. Your feelings are very important. So don't shove them aside. Don't numb them. Make sure that you're honoring them. And if there's anything that you have left to heal and work through, let them come up, work through them, heal with them, and focus on why you may be triggered in certain situations here. Some of you are reprogramming your beliefs, possibly around money, around love, around health, because again, this moon is all about ambition and long-term goals. So it's very important for you to set that reset button with the take a breather energy here. Honor the feelings of what it is that you want to do and see yourself doing in 5 months, in 5 years, in 15 years, and honor those feelings and set new goals so you can have that ambition and that drive to move forward, and then figure out what action steps you need to take to get to those goals, to achieve them goals. Next, we have push through any insecurities. Cancerian energy here. So if you feel like you're not able to ask for the raise at work or the promotion, or if you're feeling a little bit insecure for applying for the job because you think it's maybe way out of your league. Some of you want maybe a new home, a new relationship, a new partnership or connection. Whatever it is here, this is about you pushing beyond the insecurities, pushing through those insecurities. And Sagittarius, if you're able to do so, I feel a lot of happiness and abundance on the other side. There's something here beautiful waiting for you if you are brave enough to take that leap. Let's dive into the energy now for you and see where your energy is at and what you'll be celebrating around this moon energy. Where is your energy currently at? What are you focused on? All right, we have the 15. Okay, decisions. There's some sort of toxic energy or environment. This is the devil energy for you. So there's something tempting you to move maybe in a new direction. There's temptation for you to stay where you're at. Maybe it's these insecurities here that are holding you imprisoned. Here you can see that the angel's holding on to this bird cage. And the bird is in it. One's staying and many are flying. So you have the option. Do you want to stay where you're at because maybe you are afraid of codependency. Maybe there is obsession or fears in the way, perhaps materialism. This is about freeing yourself from anything that is tempting or holding you back from achieving the sort of money, work, or security that you want for yourself, Sagittarius. Now it says release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence, literally self-confidence, and pushing through any insecurities. So again, you're working through some sort of situations that are toxic, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in the home life, or maybe it's just your own thoughts. Sometimes we tend to self-sabotage success, love. We tend to kind of get in our own way. And Sagittarius, this is saying don't let your feelings erode and don't let them hold you in place here too long, because there's beauty on the other side. There's success. There's abundance on the other side of where it is you're trying to go. Let's take a look and see what you'll be celebrating. What is it that you are celebrating? Some of you may have a sticker, you may have a tattoo, there may be a quote that you really like. There's something here with the bird cage that I'm seeing here as well for some of you. You can see it in the picture, but some of you may have that show up for you if it's not something like a tattoo or a sticker that you see every day. All right, we have the Two of Ariel, Two of Pentacles. Yes, you're trying to work on the balance here. You're trying to work on not only your financial security, but your home life and your health. So I feel like you're trying to do a lot of things right now, Sag. And it says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once. So it's time to make work a little more fun, a little more exciting. Take that breather so you can come back with a refreshed mind, with a new rejuvenated energy. So if you are focusing on new sources of income, or if there's something that you're really trying to get off the ground here, in order for you to feel that sense of ambition, which this moon is all about ambition and goals, there needs to be a reset button here, especially because some of you are really fearing overworking, or you're focused on your material needs with this devil energy. But you have a choice, like you can see here. Do you want to stay where you're at and feel trapped, or do you want to fly free, break free from a situation? It's time to honor those feelings, honor what your heart wants at this time, and push through any insecurities so you can find that balance in your life. So very important messages showing up around this moon for you, Sagittarius. I keep wanting to call you Cancer. So you may have some strong Cancer placements in your chart, and you do have double Cancer here as well. So let's take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts and your greatest strengths. So untapped gifts, we have the King of Swords. Greatest strengths, we'll just put that there for a moment. Let's talk about your untapped gifts. So some of you, you're stuck in this routine, okay? Because the King of Swords, which is the King of Michael here, he can be all work and no play. He can be very logical, but he doesn't tune into his heart center. And this is someone who's very principled, very rational, very ambitious. He's very respected as well. However, he gets straight to the point. He doesn't have fun along the way. He doesn't play games. So this is saying here, it's time for you to loosen up a little bit. Take that breather. Focus on your heart a little bit more than you have been. It says wisdom and objectivity are important now, but stay in your integrity as well. So it's very important for you to align your actions with your beliefs. Some of you are all work and no play is what I just heard. But it's important to bring that balance into your life, because if you don't, there could be burnout. There can be lack of energy. There can be creative blocks. There can be the routine or mundane. And that's really not what we came here to life on earth to do, is just do the same thing over and over. It's like that hamster on that wheel, or in this devil energy, it's like you being trapped in this bird cage when there's so much out there to do and see and learn and love. It says here, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So there is a situation coming up here around this full moon where you'll have to honor your feelings, possibly even communicate to someone in your energy about what it is that you need, what it is that you want, to kind of shake up this routine for you here, Sagittarius. Bring a little bit of spice to your life here is what I heard. Spice to your life. And I feel like Maybe it's, it could be going out on a date. Even if you're with someone currently, spice it up a little bit. Add date night to the mix. Do something that you wouldn't normally do. If you want to go for that job, go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Now let's dive into your greatest strengths here, Sag. 10 of Wands. So you can carry a lot. You can carry the heavy burdens. And sometimes, as much as that can be a strength, it's also not yours to carry. Some of you, your greatest strength is your compassion and your love, even though it's kind of counterintuitive because you're in a routine where we need to focus more on the heart center. The 10 of Wands can be a Mr. Fix-It or Mrs. Fix-It type of personality here. But then when that happens, it's hard to focus that energy and attention on us. So we may forget to eat or sleep, or we have a lot of stress, worry, anxiety. The 10 of Wands here says that we can take on a lot of heavy burdens. You may have been through a lot in this lifetime. That is a strength in a way. You're able to prioritize, you're able to delegate, you're able to take on a lot. But the downside of this strength, so it can lead to a weakness if you don't, bring a little fun to the mix. If you keep it in this King of Swords energy, you can get physically exhausted. It's very important to bring in others to lighten the load here, because you may have that energy that if I don't do it, it's never going to get done. If I don't do it right, it's not going to be perfect. Or if I don't fix this person, they're going to be miserable. It's time for you to use your greatest strength here, which is to carry a lot, but it's also to heal and fix. Work that towards your own energy, Sagittarius, because you are bright, you're beautiful, and you know what's out there, but it's important for you to put up that mirror sometimes and reflect back on you, what you need to do to release those heavy burdens. So yes, greatest strengths here, untapped gifts. You're starting to not be so rigid. At times, flexibility is key. Adaptability is key for you. So very important messages regarding using your greatest strengths here to open up those untapped gifts that you have, which are about, bringing that heart center, honoring those feelings, taking a breather, because it's not the King of Pentacles, but it's the King of Swords. So whatever you set your mind to here, whatever long-term goals, the King of Swords has that ambition to tackle them, but bring a little bit of fun to the mix along the way. So really great strengths to have here. You're willing to go all the way, especially with this being a 10. The 10 is the card of going all the way here. It is about endings, bringing new beginnings. It's about completions, accomplishments here, service. So you may be in the service industry for your career. You may service other people. But again, stop and smell the roses sometimes for yourself, Sag. Let's take a look and see what messages Spirit has for you around this July 13th, Capricorn supermoon. Let's take a look here. We have a mother's love. Some of you may have lost a mother. Maybe your mother's crossed over, but I feel with these two cards next to each other, somebody has a mother that's very, very proud of them. For others of you, even if your mother is still present, I feel like your mother is very proud, because your next card is be proud, but also your spiritual team and many people in the physical world are proud of you as well. We have intuitive nudges. Sagittarius, your intuitive hunches, I feel, are right on point for you in the month here of July. Especially around this moon. You may be you do want that one, thank you. You might be quite intuitive here a lot of times around that full moon energy. So we have intuitive nudges, we have choices, and let go. Beautiful. So let's dive in here and see what messages Spirit has for you. We have a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close, Sag. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. All right, so beautiful energy here. I just heard the name Sylvia. Sylvia. So if that is your name, if that maybe is a mother's name, please take that as it resonates. It could be Sylvie as well. Maybe it could be any sort of Sylvia. Sylvie. Beautiful energy showing up here, quite strong, full of gratitude. So I love this energy. Next, you have be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Sagittarius, every once in a while, it's very important to stop. which it says here with this Cancerian energy. Stop, take a breather, and acknowledge what you've achieved and be proud, because you have achieved a lot. That's your greatest strength, is to overcome any hurdles and to have life throw you curveballs, but you're strong enough to live it. You knew what you signed up for when you came to Earth here. And sometimes it seems overbearing and overwhelming. Like, why does this have to continuously throw me these curveballs here? Because you're strong enough to live it here. So be proud of who you are, because a lot of people are proud of you. Next, we have intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. So yes, your intuition is on point, quite strong here. Some of you may be even connecting to loved ones. You may be connecting to your guides quite strongly, especially through dreams, through meditations, or through moon ceremonies or moon practices as well. They're also talking about journaling or possibly automatic writing. So whatever you do here, whether you're out in nature, whether you're sitting in your favorite spot at your home or your quiet solitude place here, tune into your intuition, because you can see the third eye energy here is really activated. So what this tells me is that if you sit in solitude enough here where you're able to take this breather, honor your feelings, I feel like you can manifest here anything you want. You can push through the insecurities. You can push through those challenges, because you will come out on top, because your soul came here to succeed. Your soul came here to thrive and to push through any of these challenges, which they may be insecurities. They may be self-confident issues. They can be anything that holds you back at times from flying out of that cage. Next, we have choices. So it says, when you accept responsibility, Sag, for your life and the choices you make, which literally you have decisions here with the Devil card, and now you have Spirit saying you have a choice. So there's something going on here that you may need to really reflect on and make a decision, a different decision than what you've been doing here. There is energy of a fresh start here, fresh change. And it says you'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom, wow, which you have here, that's inside you, and apply it positively and constructively to your outer world. Again, that King of Swords energy, he uses logic most of the time versus his heart or intuition. So you have a choice here that's saying trust those intuitive nudges. Don't just trust the logic of the external world that's right in front of you here. Trust what your heart says, because you might find yourself on the other side of the rainbow, something more beautiful than you could have ever imagined. Once you make the decision, don't go back and forth. Don't question how it's going to happen, what if, or if you made the right decision. Let it go here. It says once you let go of the outcome, Sagittarius, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart, and will do everything in our power to protect you. Remember, this moon as well, especially for you, Sag, is about securities. So you may be worried about your financial security, your personal security, your professional security, but let go of the expectations, because you are protected, and Spirit wants you to know that as well. So very beautiful messages here from your team. Let's take a look and see how you've grown during this cycle. Sagittarius, how have you grown? 5 of Michael, 5 of Swords energy. Some of you were going through a storm is what I see here. It says this situation doesn't serve you any longer. Release your attachment to the outcome. You have that showing up. You keep getting repetitive, not just words, but repetitive phrases here. Release the attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So what you're doing, how you've grown, is you're realizing that a situation that was toxic for you isn't serving your highest good. It's not the place that you want to be, nor is it the place that you want to continue to grow in, because I feel like there is no growth. It's not growing. It's not thriving. If anything, it feels messy and sticky, and you've already learned the lessons here, Sagittarius. So 5 of Michael, don't self-sabotage. Don't stay based on fear or obsessions, materialism or codependency. It's time to reclaim your power, free yourself from that cage here. And that's what you're doing, is you're seeing the light coming out of the storm here. So beautiful. Let's see what action steps you can take, Sagittarius, to continue moving forward on your journey. What action steps do we have here for Sagittarius? Page of Michael. Beautiful. This is really exciting for you because you're getting Swords energy, which does talk about communication, going through any of the challenges and conflicts. Remember, this is your untapped spiritual gift. You are the King of Michael. So what that tells me is you're getting through the challenges. The fact that you have the Page of Michael showing up here, you're climbing up the steps here, and you're climbing out of a situation that was less than ideal. Now it's time to be truthful, sometimes analytical, maybe even a little bit blunt if you need to be, and very perceptive about a situation, seeing something from a higher point of view, but also opening up to new ways. It says an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So whether this is in a job setting, maybe it's real estate, maybe it's marriage or divorce documents or some sort of legality. This is about you staying open, and regardless of the storm in the background, you're flying your kite. You're saying, it's perfect weather on the outskirts of this storm. And that's what you can do, is you can stay calm within the crisis, because that's behind you here. So keep flying that kite here, Sagittarius. Keep an open mind and be excited tackling these new challenges, because remember, your soul came here to thrive. Your soul didn't come here to continuously work and bring in that everyday routine. Do something that you can spread your horizon. Let's take a look and see what the angels have for you regarding action steps. What do we have here from the angels? We have fairy energy. We have mediumship. Doesn't surprise me. We talked about that earlier with you connecting to your guides. And then we have manifestation power, which we also spoke about as well. So fairies, it says you have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So some of you do have a very strong fairy bond. This could be about you doing humanitarian efforts, you recycling, maybe you're composting. This can be about you picking up garbage, but also creating a pleasant space for maybe the birds and the bees and all of the beautiful creatures, including the fairies, in maybe a yard space, a yard or a garden. This can be about maybe your even favorite place to go to in a field that's full of wildflowers. They're showing me wildflowers in your hair. So somebody may have just put a flower in their hair or behind their ear here, but the fairies energy is coming up quite strong. So you may really benefit from making some decisions and clearing the air, taking a break in nature around this full moon. Next, we have mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones, especially if your mother has departed. With this mother's love card, or anyone in your life, maybe it's a brother, maybe it's a friend, it could be a parent or a child. The mediumship card says they may be trying to get your attention at this time. Maybe July, there could have been a birthday, a celebration of life. Maybe there was an anniversary. There could have been something around this time, give or take maybe 2 to 4 weeks prior or after as well from the July 13th energy. But I feel like your loved ones have been trying to get your attention just as much as you have been maybe communicating or hearing possibly maybe your mother's favorite song on the radio, or your father's chewing tobacco, or something he maybe smoked and you can smell that coming in. So pay attention to the symbols and signs, Sagittarius, that are being presented to you through these intuitive hunches and nudges. Next we have And finally, manifestation power. It says use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. Remember what your greatest strengths are here, to overcome anything, to start new again, to bring a little bit of that lighthearted energy to the routine, to the mundane. So whatever it is that you want, we spoke about earlier, you're able to manifest. This is the perfect time for you to focus on your long-term goals. So really take a look at not only how you can manifest what it is in the physical realm, but how do you want to feel, Sag? Do you want to feel more love? Do you want to feel more connections? Do you want to open up to relationships of all kinds? Aside from maybe, do you want to feel the joy of a new home that you live in? Do you want to feel financial security because you're set into retirement here? Do you want to be happy seeing your grandchildren grow around you? Whatever it is that you want to manifest, you have the power, you have the skills, you have the capability to do so much more, Sag, than you even know at this time. So I hope this resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. And thank you so much, Sagittarius, for letting me tune in. Till next time.